And the visiting all-party British parliamentary delegation has expressed concern over the deteriorating human rights violations in Indian-occupied Kashmir and the unprovoked Indian firing at the line of control targeting civilian population. The members of the delegation also stressed the need for early resolution of the long-standing dispute. More on this report by correspondent Fahd Ahmed Missan.
An all-party delegation from British House of Commons is in Islamabad. The visit is aimed to observe the situation in Azad Kashmir, Indian-occupied Kashmir and at line of control. The visit will follow a series of workshops, seminars and a report on the ground situation on both sides of the line of control.
We wanted to bring MPs and members of the House of Lords, members of the European Parliament from all the main political parties to see for ourselves the situation with the current dispute in Kashmir.
I've heard about the atrocities, I've heard about the pellet guns. I've felt very concerned by all that I've heard, and I wanted to come and see for myself.
We've had the opportunity during this visit to meet with the Foreign Minister, other ministers, Foreign Secretary, the Prime Minister and President of Azad Kashmir, and actually in some ways, more importantly, we've had the opportunity to meet with NGOs on the ground, with women's group on the ground, with refugees, visit the line of control, visit refugees.
What we have seen here is quite impressive, and we will take all that learning back to United Kingdom, and we will incorporate that into our inquiry, into our report.
The members of the delegation urge the international community to take notice of the Indian atrocities in occupied Kashmir.
We live in a world where free trade is what everybody wants, but we cannot allow free trade at any price. And the current price of lives lost and the atrocities in Indian-occupied Kashmir is too high a price to pay.
The human rights violations are well documented. We have heard again the reports around persecution, oppression, violence there, which is all unacceptable, and the international community must condemn that.
Kashmiris have been killed, maimed, pellet guns have been used against them, the kidnapping has taken place, youngsters have been taken to prisons, old women, the whole political leadership of Kashmiris at the moment in prisons.
The members of the delegation also expressed concern over targeting of civilian population at the line of control.
We've met people who've had members of their family killed. We've met people who had been victims of sniper attack, and of course we know that there's not just human costs but massive economic costs.
I know that India claim it's provoked, but I see no evidence of provocation. And I'm appalled by the way India is behaving. I think it's such a tragedy because India is a democracy, it's been a democracy for a very long time and tries to solve its issues democratically. And yet Kashmir is really a stain on the reputation of India.
We went to Chikoti border this morning, and we have seen the villages on this side and who are getting impacted by the line of control firing. And we've been briefed on that as well, the number of people being injured and stuff.
It was disturbing to see that there are a number of villages that are actually on the line of control, something I wasn't aware of previously. And we heard first-hand accounts from some of those individuals from the villages who were complaining about regular mortar fire. There was some incidents just recently on the 17th of August, 2 or 3 people gave testimonies around how I think one young boy was there who lost his father through the indiscriminate use of fire there. Somebody else whose daughter was injured quite severely.
The British parliamentarian said self-determination is Kashmiri's birthright and Kashmir dispute must be resolved in accordance with UN resolutions.
We can't continue with this situation for yet another decade. We know that there are United Nations resolutions going back very, very many years, but actually we have to now try and find some solutions.
We've had the UN resolution that says that we should have a plebiscite, that everybody should be able to vote. And I want to see that as soon as possible. I don't want to see another year, let alone another 70 years go past before that plebiscite is held.
It's also in the interest of the international community to find a peaceful resolution. Look, both India and Pakistan are nuclear powers, and the tension in this region must be resolved.
It is very important for the whole area, not just for Pakistan, India or Kashmiris. It is actually an issue for the whole region.
Members of British parliamentary delegation said India has not reciprocated their invitation to visit Indian occupied Kashmir.
We have asked, as an all-party parliamentary group, the Indian authorities, please talk to us. We want to engage with all sides. So far, our invitation has not been reciprocated.
On this side of Kashmir, Pakistani government has facilitated every single bit of this delegation. But on the other side, India is not providing a single opportunity to visit the British parliamentarians, European parliamentarians. They don't want to talk about Kashmir.
The visiting British parliamentary delegation was of the view that the resolution of long-standing Kashmir dispute is imperative to peace in the region. They emphasized that Pakistan and India, the two nuclear neighbors, cannot move forward and establish trade and economic relations till the core issue of Kashmir is resolved. Fahad Ahmed Missan, PTV World, Islamabad.
And that's all from PTV World News for the moment. For more news and live streaming, log on to our website world.ptv.com.pk. But now it's my colleague Huma Hashmi Hanley and me, Mazhar Nisar, signing off and saying bye-bye.